They say love is blind. I understood the meaning of this saying much later, when everything was over. It's better not to mention my name, just another person lost in the complicated paths of love and heartbreak. I made a mistake, a huge mistake, and now I have nothing but regret. I believed blindly, loved wholeheartedly, and in the end, lost everything. My story isn't new, yet it's my story. A story filled with the poison of deceit and betrayal. This story will tell how I lost myself chasing after love, how I carelessly gave my heart away, and how that heart was shattered into pieces. I was young, inexperienced, blinded by the charm of first love. I believed in eternal love, in promises made in the dark of night. But I learned the hard way what eternal love is. It fades away like the morning mist. Our story began in the golden days of our childhood, in the familiar setting of our school. She was the embodiment of all my dreams. Beautiful, intelligent, her smile could light up a dark room. We were inseparable, two parts of the same soul. At least that's what I thought. Our days were spent laughing and sharing secrets, talking on the phone for hours at night, whispering promises. "I want to spend my whole life with you," she would say, her sweet voice lulling me into a false sense of security. I held on to every word she said, believing our love was different, special, above all hardships. We dreamt big dreams for the future, painted colorful pictures of a life together, unaware of the approaching storm. Then came college life, a time for new beginnings, a time for freedom. That's when cracks began to appear in our unbreakable bond. She started to drift away from me, preoccupied with her studies and future. Her calls became less frequent, her messages shorter. The affection and love I used to receive dwindled. "You need to find a job," she would say, an unfamiliar urgency in her voice. "We need to think about our future, about building a life together." Blinded by love, I focused even more on my studies to hold on to our fading relationship, working extra hard to please her. I worked tirelessly, sacrificing sleep and rest, just hoping to build a future with the girl of my dreams. I didn't know that while I was working, my dreams were being crushed under the weight of her changing heart. The news came out of the blue. A friend, pity in his voice, told me she was with someone else, someone who could give her security, something I couldn't provide in my inexperience. It felt like the ground beneath my feet had disappeared. I was lost in a sea of pain and despair. All the years, all the promises, all the dreams we had woven together turned to dust. The pain was unbearable, a constant ache that gnawed at me from the inside. I started looking for peace in the wrong places, trying to forget the pain through fleeting distractions. I gave up on my studies. My dreams turned to ashes. I had lost myself, lost my identity, chasing after a love that was never mine. And in the end, I was left with nothing but a broken heart and the bitter taste of regret.